Certainly seems like a new revelation from Paula M. Of course, could you say, would there be a clerical error made with the birth certificate? Possibly. But Paula M's suggestion seems to be that perhaps this child was born in another state. What do you make
Well,
of it?
well, I understand that 105 is Colorado.
Yes, yes.
So, and Meghan and Harry have asserted that the child was born, I forget the name of what the hospital was, in Santa Barbara. And I mean, they came up with an elaborate story. Remember how Meghan was very peckish on the way to Lily's delivery, and therefore they had to stop for hot tacos or some such thing to aid the delivery of the baby. Well, there are a lot of disparities, as there have been with Archie's birth. And I think good on Paula for having come up with that. There has been talk, Birkenhead. Oh my dear. You know, Dan, it's just amazing. I don't know if you're aware of it, Dan, but even though Demon is 32 years old and Misha, I am still pregnant with him. And it's the bump keeps on coming and going.
I mean, it's all because they did claim, didn't they, that she was born at Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital.
Ever since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped away from royal duties, nearly every aspect of their personal lives has faced intense public scrutiny. From interviews and documentaries to family disputes and media appearances, the Sussexes have remained at the center of non-stop controversy. But few topics have sparked as much speculation online as questions surrounding their children, especially Princess Lilibet. Now, renewed attention surrounding Lilibet's birth certificate has triggered another wave of rumors, accusations, and heated debate across social media. And some commentators are taking things to an entirely new level. The controversy reportedly began after online users started revisiting details connected to Lilibet's birth certificate. Certain royal critics began questioning inconsistencies they believed were unusual, while conspiracy-focused accounts started pushing theories suggesting there was more to the story than the public had been told. Almost immediately, social media exploded. Videos appeared analyzing documents line by line, comment sections filled with speculation, and hashtags connected to Meghan Markle and Lilibet began circulating once again. Some critics accused Meghan of secrecy.
I think that was the claim at 11:40 Pacific time on the 4th of June, 2021.
And that the female obstetrician who assisted with the birth then shut down her practice immediately at the end of that month, and any of her patients who were relying on her were left in the lurch. And she's also married to a specialist in eggs and things, and I forget the term used, but in terms of designer babies. So it's a husband and wife team. There are, again, a lot of inconsistencies. And my own feeling is that it is in the interests of this, not only in the interests, it is the right of the citizens of all of the countries of which the king is monarch, and of which those children are entitled to a place in the line of succession, that all these disparities be cleared up. All other royal babies in the line of succession have had their births signed off. Princess Eugenie, Princess Beatrice, Sarah York, Diana Wales, Catherine Wales, you name it. everybody knows where the babies came from, at what time, with proof. The only two children that there is no proof for is Prince Archie Bunker and Princess Lily. You better hope that she's really entitled to what they claim she's entitled to. And I think it is the right of all citizens of the United Kingdom, Jamaica, the Isle of Man, you name it, all the countries that Charles and all the realms that Canada, Australia, New Zealand, you and I have two skins in this game because we're both dual nationals. Most people only have one skin in the game, but we are doubly entitled to know that those children are rightfully in the line of succession. And whether it's one of two things. Either Meghan and Harry have I'm trying to find a legal way of putting this. In fact, I'm not going to put it. I'll just say the alternative. And the alternative is that she gave birth to them and she has quite deliberately caused doubt, and she has created mischief, knowing that it would damage the royal family, which would show a level of spite and malice that is truly not only sick, but evil. And the alternative is that she didn't give birth to those children. And this is a massive obfuscation and a massive sleight of hand. And we don't know what it is. And quite frankly, there is evidence both ways.
Others claimed the inconsistencies were being exaggerated by anti-Meghan communities online. Now it's important to be extremely clear here. Many of these allegations remain unverified speculation circulating online, and no official evidence has publicly confirmed the more extreme claims being made. However, that hasn't stopped the controversy from spreading rapidly. And in today's digital world, once speculation catches fire online, it becomes almost impossible to contain. Part of the reason this story exploded so quickly is because public trust surrounding Meghan and Harry has already become deeply divided. Supporters believe the couple have been relentlessly targeted by hostile media coverage and online harassment for years. Critics, however, argue that the Sussexes have damaged their own credibility through repeated interviews, conflicting narratives, and constant public disputes with the royal family. That division creates the perfect environment for controversy. Because when trust is already fractured, even small details can suddenly become massive headlines. And that appears to be exactly what happened here. Some royal commentators claim the secrecy surrounding the children has fueled public curiosity even more. Unlike senior working royals who often maintain highly visible public appearances, Harry and Meghan have kept their children largely out of the spotlight. While many defend that decision as responsible parenting, others argue the privacy has unintentionally created even more speculation. This is where the situation becomes especially disturbing. Some online personalities began making incredibly harsh accusations against Meghan Markle.
But the disturbing thing is that there is so much evidence from, and I've spoken to doctors, nurses, many women who've given birth to children, and all of them say the same thing. Those photographs of Meghan and the way the baby bump performed are totally unexpected, and they're not aware of any baby, any pregnant woman who is genuinely pregnant having her bump perform the way Meghan's has performed. And
yeah, and Lady C, can we just talk about the line of succession? Because look, I've just got the royal family website up. So there it is in black and white. They're still on there at number 5, the Duke of Sussex; number 6, Prince Archie of Sussex; number 7, Princess Lilibet of Sussex. Now, we know, Lady C, that King Charles finds this uncomfortable, shall we say, but believes he has bigger fish to fry and doesn't want to spark any more warfare. However, King William, a future King William, I should say, Prince William, of course, at the moment, potentially would. Isn't it time for there to be a genuine debate about the line of succession? Because even if you put the questions of whether Meghan actually bore these children to one side, Harry has now admitted on the record that he will not allow them ever to come to the United Kingdom. Well, some royal families would not allow young princes or princesses to be in the line of succession if they were not educated in the country of which one day they might serve. Should we not be having a national debate about this?
The difficulty, Dan, with having a national debate is that we are a society in flux. We are a society which even Keir Starmer has admitted is in danger of being occupied by nothing but, well, being distorted by the presence of too many strangers. Because I'm quoting him, by the way. This is not my opinion. This is his opinion. But he makes a valid point that we are, as a society, we are a society that is in large measure troubled at the moment with our identity as a society being called into question, and being not only called into question, but being actively chipped away at by various elements and various people who are happy to come to this country and happy to enjoy all the benefits of this country, but they do not want to assimilate into this country. They want us to so really they've escaped from their countries, but they want to bring their culture and their habits to this country and achieve all of the worldly and financial benefits of British civilization and alter it so that it becomes something unrecognizable. So with all of that going on, if there should be a debate about the rights of succession, etc., I think it would be so incendiary and it would unleash so many destructive elements, and you would have the Dr. Sholas and the Narinda Kaurs and Kerrs, or whatever her name is, and all of those people would be jumping on the bandwagon, and they would be, and the next thing you know is we would be debating whether we should have a monarchy or not, and then we would be debating that there would be pushing for, well, why don't we have Sadiq Khan as the president of the United Kingdom? And then you'd have somebody from Africa or the West Indies saying, no, we need somebody who's African or somebody who's West Indian. And I think sometimes it's best to let sleeping dogs lie.
Using inflammatory language and pushing theories that quickly spread across platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and X. The outrage escalated fast, and as emotions intensified, the conversation shifted from simple speculation into outright personal attacks. Meanwhile, Meghan's defenders accused critics of targeting her unfairly and weaponizing conspiracy theories for clicks and attention. Others warned that the internet's obsession with royal scandals may be crossing dangerous ethical lines. Because regardless of public opinion, accusations involving children and family matters can quickly become deeply toxic. Still, the controversy continued growing. And with every new reaction video and social media post, the story became even harder to separate from rumor and speculation. As usual, Buckingham Palace has remained silent. No public response. No clarification. No direct involvement. And that silence has only fueled even more speculation online. Some royal watchers believe the palace intentionally avoids responding to controversies involving Harry and Meghan because any engagement could make the situation worse. Others believe silence allows rumors to grow unchecked. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry themselves have also remained largely quiet regarding many of the claims circulating online. And in the absence of direct answers, the internet continues filling in the gaps with theories, assumptions, and endless debate.